afternoon. Welcome to Tribune News on Q, your go-to afternoon news source, only here at the Daily Tribune. We're now live at Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Daily Tribune PH on YouTube, and the Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. For today's headlines. The Department of Agriculture escalates a sector dispute. Transport Group Piston leads a nationwide strike today, calling for fuel price rollback and tax cuts. The Philippine National Police vows stricter market monitoring to prevent price hikes amid rising oil costs, coordinating with trade authorities to protect consumers. For international news, Saudi Arabia warns it may take military action against Iran after repeated missile attacks. Iran reportedly strikes Qatar Ras Laffan gas facility for a second time, raising global energy concerns. In business, the Philippine peso falls below 60 to the dollar, hitting a record low. Meanwhile, in sports, Jordan Clarkson sparks the New York Knicks off the bench, scoring 10 points in 20 minutes. And in the entertainment scene, Philippine historical films General Luna, Goyo, and Quezon return to cinemas March 25th to the 31st. Today is the 19th of March 2026, Thursday, and I'm Eliana Lacap, bringing you today's top stories. Let's get started. The Department of Agriculture has escalated a dispute within the sector as Agriculture Secretary Francisco Chu Laurel Jr. filed separate cyber libel complaints before the Makati City Prosecutor's Office against former party list Representative Sal Dico and lawyer Levito Baligod. The complaints stem from allegations previously raised by Co, which Laurel claims are damaging and could undermine public trust in the agriculture industry. The legal action marks the latest development in a long-running conflict as tensions continue between the parties involved. Meanwhile, Transport Group Piston and its allies staged a nationwide strike on Thursday, March 19th, with a major protest held at Welcome Rotonda in Quezon City. Drivers and operators are calling for a rollback in fuel prices as well as the removal of VAT and excise taxes on petroleum products. Similar demonstrations were reported across the National Capital Region and in several provinces. The group warns that rising fuel costs continue to burden public transport workers as they urge the government to implement immediate relief measures. Now, the Philippine National Police has vowed to tighten monitoring in markets and grocery stores nationwide to prevent unauthorized price hikes amid rising oil costs. PNP Chief Police General Jose Melencio Nartatas Jr. ordered police units to ensure retailers do not exploit the situation, warning of legal action against profiteers. The PNP is coordinating with the Department of Trade and Industry and local governments to set up help desks for consumer complaints. The move follows President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s directive to keep basic goods accessible as authorities work to stabilize prices during the ongoing economic strain. For international news, Saudi Arabia has warned that it reserves the right to take military action against Iran, saying trust with Tehran has been shattered following repeated missile attacks. Saudi Foreign Minister Prince Faisal bin Farhan accused Iran of premeditated hostile actions and vowed retaliation if the attacks continue after Iranian missiles targeted Riyadh and oil facilities across the Gulf. The conflict, which escalated after an alleged Israeli strike on Iran's South Pars gas field, has disrupted regional energy supplies and intensified the tensions in the U.S.-Israeli war with Iran. For more international news, Iranian state media reported that a missile struck Qatar's Ras Laffan gas facility for a second time on Thursday, hours after an earlier attack caused fires and extensive damage. The site, one of the world's largest liquefied natural gas hubs, had already been hit in a previous strike linked to escalating tensions in the Middle East. Qatar earlier confirmed significant damage to the facility, raising concerns over global energy supply as the conflict intensifies. The latest strike underscores growing instability in the region, with key energy infrastructures increasingly becoming targets. Meanwhile, in business, the Philippine peso has weakened further, breaching the 60 peso to $1 level to hit a record low amid mounting global pressures. Analysts point to surging oil prices and escalating tensions in the Middle East as key factors weighing on the local currency. The depreciation raises concerns over higher import costs and inflation, which could impact Filipino households and businesses. Economic managers say they are closely monitoring the situation as volatility in global markets continues to challenge emerging economies like the Philippines. The Philippine Stock Exchange opened lower on Thursday, with the PSEI dropping to 98.61 points, or 1.63% to 5,956.84. The broader all-shares index fell to 43.40 points, down 1.29% to 3,320.16. Sector-wise, mining and oil posted the steepest loss, down 6.10%, followed by property at 2.45% and services at 1.73%. Among the most active stocks, APX led the declines with a 6.80% drop, while SGP bucked the trend, rising 1.47%. Meanwhile, in sports, the New York Knicks may have found a spark off the bench as Jordan Clarkson steps up amid offensive struggles. Following a dominant win over the Indiana Pacers, head coach Mike Brown praised Clarkson's readiness after scoring 10 points in 20 minutes. The former sixth man of the year has averaged nearly 15 points over his last 4 games, providing crucial support with Jalen Brunson sidelined due to injury. Clarkson's resurgence offers timely depth as the Knicks push towards the playoffs. And in entertainment, fans of the Philippine historical films can catch the Bayaniverse trilogy back on the big screen for a limited time only. TBA Studios announced that Henana Luna, Goyo ang Batang General, and Quezon will return to select cinemas nationwide from the 25th of March to the 31st. Participating theaters include SM Mall of Asia, SM North EDSA, and Trinoma, with tickets priced at 150 pesos in select venues. The films chronicle the lives of key Filipino figures during pivotal moments in history, offering audiences another chance to experience the acclaimed trilogy in cinemas. Now, Tribune, did you know on this day in 2003, the Iraq War began after former U.S. President George W. Bush announced airstrikes on Baghdad and signaling a major shift in global politics? The military action marked the start of a prolonged conflict aimed at toppling Saddam Hussein's regime, with wide-ranging consequences for regional stability and international relations. The invasion triggered global debates over the justification for war and reshaped U.S. foreign policy in the Middle East, leaving a lasting impact on international security dynamics. Viral now on Facebook is a video uploaded by the content creator Charuth, which has 2.3 million views. The clip with the caption, "Misis ni Santa Claus tuwing Pasko," earned laughs from netizens, with some even commenting, "First quarter pa lang ng taon, binitaw mo na agad yung pang end of the year na joke. And sobrang aga po ata, March pa lang tayo." Let's watch this.
Oh, alis ka? Paskong Pasko ah. Buti pa yung ibang bata, napapasaya mo. Patay mo yung ilaw.
That's all for now. Join us again at 4:30 p.m. still here on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Daily Tribune PH on YouTube, and the Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. Once again, I'm Eliana Lacap, and this has been Tribune News on Q.